Have you ever wanted to use the ComputerCraft mod to make a automatic cobblestone generator that is extremely fast and stuff like that? And let's take a look at one way to do that, actually two ways to do that this time that we are going to be trying, because this is another episode of a thinking pack. So today we are going to be working on this cobblestone generator. There's actually some of you guys, like I was talking a while ago about a design for a double layered cobblestone generator which uses a single row of turtles. And some of you guys sounded really interested in that, but also I've just developed another idea that I haven't actually done the coding for it, so hopefully it works, but the actual Minecraft physics and stuff do work for another method that is even bigger, and it's actually so big it doesn't fit in this room. So we are probably going to be starting today with getting prepared to do all that stuff, because we shall need to head into this room, and we'll need to get rid of the water, we'll need to do things like that, and get ready to program and set up this massively fast cobblestone generator. Now, you may be wondering, why am I staring it the other way? Okay, you may be wondering, what speed is this cobblestone generator that we're looking at? Well, for one thing, if you guys are familiar with turtles in the Minecraft, no, not the Minecraft mod, well, yeah, it is a Minecraft mod, the ComputerCraft mod. If you're familiar with turtles, I'm going to be setting up, there's the one method of having a pickaxe on the side, and basically the turtle will mine blocks for you. And then there's the other method using the ComputerCraft add-on, which is KnightPeripherals down here. I'm flashing it on the screen there. And it is a mod, an add-on for ComputerCraft, which adds one thing, among others, is a drill of some sort, and it is very nice because it can mine blocks farther away from the turtle. So we're going to set up a massive cobblestone generator. We should be able to handle, depending on how big we make the thing, we could hit 70 cobble per second of creating. I don't think we have the materials to make all those turtles and mining lasers and stuff, but anyways, 70 cobble per second, around 2.5 cobble per second from a single mining laser turtle, and we are going to get to that right now. So the first thing to do, obviously, is to set up this this place to be able to put the farm in, because to give you guys some scale of what size of farm we're looking at, I think we could set up, so the original idea was, well, actually, let's get to that in a minute. Let's get out of here. The original idea, actually, yeah, let's talk about the original idea later. The new idea is to set up a turtle, and then underneath it is a cobblestone, and then a blank space, and then a cobblestone, and then blank space, and then a cobblestone, and there's like 4 of them, and stuff like that, and it gets really tall, because that would take up a little more than half the room. But then if we put another turtle on top, and then send that mining laser up, which you may be wondering, why do we need 2 turtles instead of just 1 to do mining laser top and bottom? Well, we'll get to that as well, but that is actually taller than this floor, so we need to set up in the other place over there, as well as it gets pretty wide, which it may fit in this room, but it may not, so let's go ahead and set up in the other room over here. Now, the place to start is to get rid of this water, so let's go ahead. We could use the pump, but is that a good idea? The other thing is that to make this cobblestone generator all fancy, we should get some glass. So let's go get some glass. Maybe we can use it to make a tank to run the pump again to get rid of that water. Not that we need to save the water, just because it might be easier to run the pump than anything else. Do we have any glass around the place? We have 64 glass. Is that gonna be enough? Maybe, maybe not. It'll be enough to... Oh, yes, we have plenty of glass. That is excellent. Also, do you guys know, I think armor stands... We're in 1.7. I don't think armor stands are a thing, but we need something to do with the armor to make it look all fancy and stuff. So if you guys have any ideas, I'm thinking it might look good, like on an armor stand in the room over here, but it looks like we don't have armor stands. So if you guys have any ideas what to do with that, that would be awesome. But in any case, let's go ahead and head back down to... Where are we going? This way, into the other section, and seeing what we can do from there. So some of you guys may have been wondering... the videos recently have been coming out a bit late. Like, they're supposed to come out at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, and for the past multiple weeks, except for a couple ones in between, the videos have been coming out late. And some of you guys may have been wondering, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? So, let's talk about that for a second. But while we're discussing that, let's go ahead and make this thing set up. So, we need... Oh, yes, that's right. We're not using the pump, are we? We're using the turtles over there. Okay, let's go ahead and put this glass back just so that we don't lose the glass by accident, because that's a good thing to not lose because it takes a while to make. Oh, actually, let's just stick it in here just for the sake of a shorter time to get back to the floor down here, the bottom floor. So in any case, let's go over and check on these turtles. This is our water removal system. So we need to set them up. For some reason, they weren't working. What is wrong with them? Yeah, deflood basement. Edit deflood basement. That's supposed to be working. If redstone get input on the back is true, then... Oh, you know why they weren't working, possibly. It would be because the redstone's not actually hitting the back of them. The redstone is going and hitting this block over here. Well, not anymore. Oh, maybe it is hitting the back. I don't know. Because you see the redstone over there, it's connecting to the turtle. Over here, it stopped connecting, but if we break that, then it starts connecting again. And by the way, this poly tool is awesome. It works as a tool for many different purposes, which is why it's called a poly tool. But anyways, let's go ahead and test this. What this should do, first we need to restart. We need to check on the fuel. Lua, there we go. And turtle.getFuel level, .getFuel level, turtle.getFuel level, there we go. There we go, and 80, that is not nearly enough. We need enough. So basically how this system works, for those of you guys who didn't see it in previous episodes, these turtles will go and sweep the area and get rid of any water, because every time the turtle moves, let's say the turtle is, it's over here, and then it moves down to over there. Let's say there's a water block over there, but as soon as the turtle comes there, the turtle is essentially turns into a solid block, which means that it overwrites the water. So all we have to do is send the turtle through, and it overwrites the water. So that way we can deflood the basement by just sending the turtles through. So that is all there is to it. So in any case, let's go ahead and give this a shot. We need plenty more fuel, though, because that guy has 80. That means he can move 80 blocks. We'll probably need him to move more like 1,000 or something. I'm not entirely sure. This is about 16 blocks wide, and we are on Y level. What are we on Y level? We are on 33, which 16 times 33 is a lot of blocks. So that's a thing that the turtle will have to cover. And let's see, I'm just going to do the calculating over here. Calculate 16 times 33 is 16 times 33. You guys have probably calculated it already, because I can't find the calculator. Where is the calculator when you need it? Okay, 16 times 33. 16 times 33 is 528. So, okay, so not 1,000, only half of 1,000. So I'm going to be back as soon as I get the lava. Thankfully, when we have expanded our machines and stuff like that, we've made a ton of lava. We've got lava to spare like crazy. So we need to go ahead and get some of that. So I'll be back as soon as I get some of that. 1 bucket each should work really well, and there's a 2 there for some reason. 2. Okay, let's get rid of that, and let's refuel. Let's restart as well so that we can get the regular command. Refuel. And fuel level is 1,080. If it's correct that we need 500, then we have plenty in that 1 bucket. So let's go ahead. I'm going to continue filling in all of the turtles along the line, and then be back with you in a moment. In case you're wondering, these turtles, we set them up a long time ago. So let's just start the programs directory. What's it called? The flood basement. That's it. So yeah, we set them up a long time ago and then never actually used them. So that is a big big thing. Now this program is called Hi just because Hi was a quicker name to copy, because when you're copying things you have to type it in every single time. So that's the thing. So anyways, I'm going to keep going and filling this in. But yeah, we set this system up a long time ago, and then we got busy. Sorry, getting tongue-tied again. We got busy with other things and sort of left it here for a long time. So let's go ahead and continue that. I will be back in a moment. All right, so that's hopefully all of the turtles started, all of the programs going, because if it's not all of them going, then one of them will stay here when we start the lever. So in any case, let's go ahead and run this thing and see. It should work as intended. Let's go ahead and try this out, and let's get rid of the cobblestone from in the way, because it's hard to see anything right there, right? Like, whoops. Let's not right-click with the poly tool in the hand. Okay, there we go. The turtles are off, and okay, we got them out of sync already because some of them ran into this this platform over here. So that is a thing. So hopefully they actually work. Hopefully they don't get interfered. Like if hopefully. Basically what happens is if one of them goes through a block, but then the other source water blocks do like an infinite water source kind of thing and fill it in, then that's a bit of a problem. So, but it will hopefully be all good, and we should see that they should begin to, yes, they are, why did they not go back all the way? I don't know, but they should be being helpful to some degree. They missed a spot. Why are they not going back far enough? Oh, did we forget in the loop in the turtles? Did we forget to send it? We need to send it back all the way. I guess we forgot that, so they're not actually going back all of the way. They're only going back part of the way, which is not too good. So it looks like they have finally reached the bottom, except they disappeared off the screen, so not entirely sure what's going on there. Let's go ahead and jump down here so that we can see the situation better. Okay, yes, they are still heading down. But for some reason, yeah, I think it's because when we set up the loop, we set it up for the previous section, because we used it before in this section, and it is not as big. So we just needed to add some length to the loop so that it would keep going back all the way to over here. So let's just finish the rest of this off like this. I think it might be simple enough, and if not, we shall find out. So let's go ahead and check this out. We need to get this like that, and wow, there's a lot of source blocks in this place over here. Perhaps this isn't going to work, because if the water source blocks continue on the next level, which they do, then we're going to need, I think we need the pump. Let's go ahead and set up the pump, because those turtles are now underwater because of a error on the part of the programmer. So let's go ahead and break this and then head on to see the pump, because those turtles, where are they actually? Are they underwater? They appear to be, yes, even those ones are underwater. If you can even see that down there, they're underwater there. Okay, so let's go, I'm gonna be, sorry, getting tongue-tied again. I'm gonna be back in a minute after this is cleaned up. Some of you would have seen that coming a mile away, and you're like, Andy, why are you starting the turtles before fixing the loop? And I have no idea. I guess it just, yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and continue. So we need a crafting table. That would be very helpful, so let's put that down there. And then we also need to run this pump. We need to set it up over the water, because now it is no longer over the water because of sending the turtles through. So let's go ahead and set it up over here. Might work, actually. That might work quite well. So let's go ahead and move this pump. And we need to place something underneath it. Okay, something's already placed underneath it, because if we were to break the pump and then it just fell down into the water, then that would be really counterproductive. So let's go ahead and set it up over here like this. Is this part, I think it's over that water there, not over that. Yeah, I think it's over the water, so we can set it up here like this. Let's go ahead and do like that, and then let's go ahead and break this cobblestone underneath the pump. There we go. Let's go ahead and set up the engine on top of the pump as well, and there we go. We should have a lever somewhere, or not. Possibly we should have a lever. Where did it go? Did it land on the upstairs floor? Because there should be a lever to run that run that thing over there. Yes, there it is. For some reason, the lever, when it became disconnected, it landed on the top floor up there. So let's go ahead and set up this lever on top of the pump. There we go. And now we need to actually set up the pump to be able to fill some tanks with water, because it needs somewhere to put the water. That would be very helpful. So let's go ahead and make some tanks out of the glass that we have at this crafting table over here, like that. And get some tanks. There we go. And that should be enough. We'll have to keep an eye on it just to be on the safe side, but it may or may not be enough to do what we're trying to do. Let's go ahead and break this as well. Break the ceiling so that we can, that's the wrong block, so that we can go ahead and go over here and fill in the rest of the tanks so that we have enough room to put the water just in case. And there we go, and let's turn this on, and we shall see that it should be working indeed, except that it may not be working. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night because it is dark outside. But is this thing going to be working? Is it going to be picking up any water? Is it going to be picking up any water? That is the question, because it's not over a water source block, which may be a problem. You know what? Let's go ahead and sleep through the night and then come back and see if it has done anything. But yeah, so some of you guys may be wondering, why have the videos been late recently? That is a good question. So basically, because there's a couple of things. Mostly, not, I was going to say basically and mostly in the same word. That is weird. But anyways, mostly because life has just been really, really busy lately. There we go again. Lately and recently in the same word. Okay. But yeah, life's been really busy. A lot of big things going on in life all at once. And so it's been hard to do the stuff on time kind of thing. But also, there's something for the channel that I'm working on a big well, yeah, I guess an announcement, but a big thing that I'm working on for you guys that would be really awesome, and it's really big and stuff. It's not going to be as big as I was hoping for, just because time constraints with preparing what I'm planning and stuff, and it's just it's taking a lot longer to get it done than I had expected. So that's why. So basically, that's the main thing. It's been busy with that big announcement. It'll be unveiled hopefully fairly soon. It won't be quite as big as I was hoping for, just because the time constraints and stuff. But more details on what exactly it is in a bit, like not in this video, but when it gets a little bit closer to releasing and stuff, because that would be good, you know. So anyways, we seem to be having some success over here. The pump is doing its thing at filling the tanks and pumping the water, and that's good. Oh, you know what? We have a problem here, because it is draining this whole lake over here, which is not what we want. We don't want it to be draining this lake. We want it to be... Is it draining this lake? It doesn't appear to be. Not entirely sure what's going on, but it's all connected, so it probably will drain this lake over here. So let's go ahead and plug up this lake. Let's get into this place over here. There we go, and plug up the lake over here. And we need to plug up this part of the lake over here as well. So that way, because what we want is to clear this section. And what's going to be happening if it's draining from the lake over there is that it will be spending extra time draining that lake instead of getting right to this section. So that is the plan. So anyways, let's see if we can speed this up at all anymore. Let's get rid of that as well, because that's the source block. And I think let's leave it to do its thing, and let's get set up for the rest of the project. So in order to make a fully automatic cobblestone generator, we need 3 things. We need lava and water to actually make the cobblestone, and we need, well, 4 things. We need a design, and we also need the automatic part of it, which is, in this case, a turtle. So let's go ahead and look up turtle. Turtles, we know how to make them, but if we make one of, which one is it? It is the mining laser turtle. That is not a mining laser turtle. This is a mining laser turtle over here, but what we need to make a mining laser turtle is, of course, a mining laser, and mining lasers are this thing over here, and it requires a block of diamond. So you may be wondering, well, is it really worth it to use a block of diamond? Because here's the design. Let's go ahead and head downstairs so that we can take a look at the design of the situation. let's go ahead and head downstairs. There we go, we're downstairs. And let's go down here. You may be asking, what is the difference between the original design and this new design? Well, one of the biggest differences is in speed, and so let's take a look at that. So the original design, well, your simple cobblestone generator is you go ahead and I might have explained this before, I'm not sure, but you go ahead and you have your up there you have water, you have your lava, and then they go ahead and make a cobblestone. And so you break the cobblestone, and then they go ahead and remake the cobblestone, because what's actually happening really fast there is the lava expands and goes and touches the water and turns into cobblestone, and so you can keep infinitely mining cobblestone. That is what happens with an infinite cobblestone generator. Now, to make it automatic, we go ahead and stick a turtle down underneath, which would be right there. We would stick the turtle down there, and then the turtle would automatically mine using a pickaxe. It would mine the cobblestone above it and keep doing that. Now, this makes, I just calculated it, doing measuring it over a minute and doing an average and stuff, this makes about 2/3 of a cobblestone per second. So it's not incredibly fast, it's not even a whole cobblestone per second, it's about 2/3 of a cobblestone per second. But in any case, if we go ahead and as well put a cobblestone generator underneath the turtle, which we would have to move the lava around, things like that, but if we put one underneath, then instead of 2/3 of a cobble per second, it's 1 1/3, if I'm doing that right. Yes, I think I'm doing that right. Math and stuff on the fly. But 1 1/3 cobble per second, and so that is good. We can do 1 1/3 off of a single turtle with a single pickaxe of 3 diamonds that it costs per pickaxe. Now, we could also use a mining laser, and that thing costs 9 diamonds. It does cost 9 diamonds as opposed to 3, but instead of having 1.3 cobble per second, it would be able to do 2.5 cobble per second. So it's roughly, it's not quite double, I don't think. What's the double of 1.3? That would be 13 plus 13. That would be 26. So it's not quite double, but it's pretty close to double for triple the diamonds. But I think it's worth it because from a single turtle we can do a lot. So let's go ahead and do that. And also, it's sort of a odd, like, non-standard way to do things, which is sort of what a thinking pack is about. So let's go ahead and make a mining laser turtle and start working on that. Now, the problem with that, of course, is that we need diamonds. So let's go ahead and take a look. We can actually make, whoops, what am I doing? We can actually make diamonds from the, by the way, I harvested the farms as we were going. But we can actually make diamonds from the carbon nanotubes that we used in the previous episodes to make this poly tool over here. But we also have some diamonds at the quarry, so we can go ahead and head over there and check that out as well. Let's go ahead and drop this stuff off, and I will be back with you once we reach the quarry. From this massive quarry that we've been running for a while, we got a grand total of 24 diamonds. 24 diamonds from this entire quarry, which is actually, that's not a small number of diamonds, which is very good indeed. I've just went through all of the chests and searched for all of the diamonds that we have and got the diamonds out of there. So anyways, 24 diamonds, that is enough to do a lot with. So we are going to head on and do our 2.5 cobble per second farm. And by the way, I did figure out this the math and stuff like that off camera. And so it's just trying to remember it on the fly is the hard thing. It's so like in the last clip I was doing, wasn't exactly doing math on the fly, I was more doing the remembering of the math on the fly. Now, why are these things just sort of stuck there? They don't appear to be moving, are they? Let's give them somewhere to send the power, because or wait, they have somewhere to, they appear to be, are the engines going to overheat? That is the question. That's not good. Let's go ahead and do something about that. What can we do about that so the engines don't overheat? Let's go ahead and, I don't even know what we can do. Let's go ahead and head up here, and actually, you know what? The engines, they can overheat if they want. They won't explode anyways, so we'll just have to reset them when they do overheat. So let's just leave it at that and reset this machine to keep running again. By the way, I sent a bunch of chemicals through here just in case we need them, because we may need a lot of carbon depending on how many diamonds we need to make in the future. So let's go ahead and do some of that and stick these things back into the machines over here. There we go. And now we can head on to the task at hand. So the task at hand is taking diamonds and making, with those diamonds, making some stuff that we need to make. So let's go ahead and make a diamond block because we do need some of those. We can make 2 diamond blocks, which is perfect indeed. Let's go ahead and find the recipe for the turtle night peripheral thing. We need a mining laser, we need some gold and some redstone, and you know what? Let's do a thing this time. Previously, we have always used the turtles that are the standard type, the standard turtles and stuff, but we can get the golden type of turtle, which actually is, where is it? It's over here. Golden turtle, not advanced clicking turtle, we want the advanced regular turtle. Where is that thing? It disappeared. Clicking turtle, smashing turtle, explosive turtle, ranged turtle, it disappeared. We don't have the regular one anymore for some reason. But anyways, we can make a advanced turtle, and we need a whole bunch of gold for it. So do we have the gold? That is the question. I'm going to take a look at that and see what we have. I went to the quarry and heard the whole story of how all the gold was left out in the cold. Because when the gold was left out in the cold, then we need another rhyme. So I don't know. If you guys have any ideas how to what to add to the rhyme after that, then let me know. But in any case, we are currently sending gold through this machine over here, and it is doing its thing, and we are going to wind up with a good situation, which is having a lot of gold. And we need to clear some of this out because this is gold, and this is what we're looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and make the golden turtles and mining laser and stuff like that, and be back in a moment or two. And now to make the mining laser turtles, there we go. We now have 2 mining laser turtles. That is excellent. And I just noticed something as well. The gold, which is over here, gold. The abbreviation, the atomic abbreviation for gold is AU. And you know what that means? AU. That means that the best place to find gold is in Australia. 'Cause isn't that the abbreviation for Australia is AU? Because the two have absolutely nothing to do with each other, so never mind. But anyways, it was worth a shot. You know, when we're trying to look for gold and stuff, maybe we should go to Australia. It might be more likely to find gold there. Anyways, let's go ahead and head on to the task at hand, which is setting up these turtles. So let's go ahead. We should have a basement that is free to use now. Let's go ahead and check on the situation, and I'm still carrying gold. I should probably do something about that because we don't want to lose a whole bunch of gold. Let's go ahead and stick the stuff in here that we don't need, just in case we lose things. And let's go ahead and check on the situation down here. So, we have bats, which is okay, and we also have more bats. And do we have water that has been removed? We have a pump that is doing nothing. Why is the pump doing nothing? We need to get in here and find out what's going on. Let's climb back up to the surface. We need... What is wrong? Oh, you know what I think is happening. The pump, for whatever reason, I don't know why it's not running, because it should still be running, but it is, it's finding that water in the next place over there, which is the next section of the base that we have to unflood. So let's go ahead or deflood, I guess would be the proper word for the situation. So let's go ahead and do some of that. I'm going to block this off and be back with you in a moment or two. The task of deflooding the basement has been completed, and you'll never guess what I found down here. Let's just switch the views. Diamonds. We've got 6 diamonds just on the wall there, possibly more behind them. Let's go ahead and check on what is hiding in the walls of our base. We have over... Oh, actually, before we mine that, isn't there an upgrade for the poly tool that adds looting? Let's check on that. We have... What is it? Minechem. There we go. And let's... I'm going to search through this and try to find... Creates an explosion if hit entity is on fire. Hit entity floats away. Beheading. Kill spiders with pesticides. More drops from coal and diamond ores. That's just carbon. We have plenty of that sitting upstairs. Okay, yes, that is preserves teeth to give you bonus food when mining. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that is definitely what we're looking for. I'm just gonna double check if there is anything that could be helpful as well. But it looks like we would be good to just do that upgrade. Better chance to collect tools from mob drops. That is pretty good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab some carbon and upgrade this thing, and then we can mine those diamonds and get more than 6. That would be excellent. Okay, there's no way out of here. Hello? Hello, there's no way out of here. How do I get out of... Oh, wait a minute. We're almost at the entrance to the other place over here, which is right over here. Okay, there's a bat. Bye-bye, bat. I'm sorry about that. Hey, that rhymes. Ha ha. Okay, let's go ahead and climb up here, and this takes us right to the underground. It takes us right to... Come on. This takes us right to the underground area of the base over here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some carbon upstairs and be back with you in a moment once again. Are you ready? We can take the poly tool. We don't even need the crafting table. Okay, take the poly tool, add the carbon. More drops from coal and diamond ores. And there we go. We now have carbon added to the situation. And so now we can head downstairs and we can go ahead and check on what is happening downstairs. There we go. Okay, and let's head through and get to the... Okay, there's no good way down now. This might be a bit of a problem. Let's see if we can make it to that block over there without dying! Nope. Oh, actually, we made it without dying. That was excellent. So, diamonds, over there. We need to get to the diamonds immediately. So, let's go ahead and get some of this, and let's go ahead and build up into the corner, and let's see how many diamonds we get from the situation. There are 6 diamonds on the wall. How many do we get from the polytool upgrade? We get... From that, we have 1. We have 2. We have 3. I thought it gave me more drops from diamonds. It doesn't appear to be doing so. Anyways, that's 6. Now, there's 2 more that we're hiding in back. So let's go ahead and grab that. And we got only 8, so not entirely sure why the carbon didn't work. More drops from coal and diamond ores. So we should have gotten more diamonds. But anyways, we got a whole 8 diamonds, which is excellent indeed. Now, the next task is I'm going to outfit this floor. We need a way through to the other section of the base. So let's just go ahead and make that as well. Find out where the door is. And then go ahead and fill in the floor. And then that should be the last step needed to be ready for the next task. So let's go ahead and where should we make this door? We should make it right in the center, I guess. So let's go ahead and make it right in the center, right about here. And there we go. And break through like this. And I think we should do it all the way down on ground level. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we now have a door, and so this is the level we want to make the floor at, because this is where the floor is in this room, so let's go ahead and make the floor at that level in this room as well, and I'm going to go ahead and do that and be back. While we're at it working on the floor, we might as well make it look nice, start working on design and stuff, because we're no longer in a very tight spot for materials as we once were, so let's go ahead and make that. There is one particular material that we have a whole ton of, and that is gold. Now, you may be thinking, what are you thinking? You're gonna make the floor out of gold? Yep. And you may be thinking, well, but you can use gold for all kinds of things. Well, yes, that's true, but I suppose we could disassemble the floor if we want in the future. But I think that for the sake of being all fancy and stuff, it would be nice to make the floor out of gold, seeing as we have so much gold just floating around in the place. So let's go ahead and make a block of gold and make a whole bunch of blocks of gold and see what we can come up with. How much gold is that so far? That's 4 blocks, okay, and let's grab some golden ingots and make some blocks. I'm gonna be back as soon as we have a golden floor in the basement. And there is the floor. We ran out of gold, so we don't have enough gold to actually finish the floor, but we have enough to do some interesting outlining of the floor. These are, by the way, they're half slabs because you can get double the amount of floor space for the same amount of gold that way. So it's kind of like the idea is you come in from this side and you got like your gold outline on the sides and stuff, or if you come down the stairs, which is much more likely, then you'll land on this golden landing pad, and then we go on from there. So that is the idea. So now we are ready to build up the first machine in this section of the base down here. And by the way, this is, let's go over to the light over here. This is what the advanced mining laser turtle looks like, which is interesting. It's got that shiny thing on the side, which is the mining laser, obviously. And if we go and do some, like, code and stuff, it's actually in colors, and so it's really neat as well. So anyways, that I believe is all of the setup done that we need to do. There's a couple of minor things, like I want to build this thing out of glass so we can really see the cobblestone and the lava and things working, and so we're going to need a lot of glass, so I'm going to have to make some of that. But I think that aside from making some basic materials and stuff to be able to do this, I think we are pretty much good to go. So, yeah, so that is that. So next episode we will go, tongue-tied again. So next episode we will be going ahead and, hello Bat, what are you doing down here? You're checking out the area? But anyways, we will be going, and probably, if all things go according to plan, we will be working on this cobblestone generator and making it into a 2.5 cobble per second generator from a single mining laser turtle, like the one I'm standing on right now. And that is awesome. And then we can expand it as well, so that when we get more mining laser turtles and things like that, we already have 2 of them. We have one in the inventory and one down there. But once we get more of them, we could get loads and loads per second. We could get even 100 cobble per second, depending on how big we want to make the farm. So that is an idea. And you may be wondering, I never actually discussed this, but why do you want so many cobble per second? Well, the reason is because cobblestone is the material that we're going to be making pretty much everything out of, according to plan at least. And so sending the cobblestone, it's going to be powering our machines. It's going to be running through the chemical decomposer. Actually, speaking of powering the machines, how are the machines doing for cobblestone? But anyways, yeah, so it's going to be going in the decomposer and decomposing into all kinds of chemicals and recomposing into all kinds of other items and things. Basically, cobblestone is what we're going to make all our stuff out of, is the plan at least. We'll have to see how that goes. So we're going to need a lot of cobblestone. And might as well go crazy and make a massively big cobblestone generator. So that is the plan. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today and all that kind of stuff. And if you guys have any suggestions, and not fall down there, that would not be good, but if you guys have any suggestions for anything, then let me know in the comments as usual, and I will try to respond quicker if I can. But the thing is, as I was saying earlier, that the time is just very busy and stuff like that, and so it's kind of hard to do things right now in a timely fashion. But anyways, I'll try to respond as quickly as I can, and if I don't respond for a while, just figure it's because I haven't had a chance to respond. So anyways, thank you guys for all your support and stuff like that, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys later. Bye bye.